Well, I think the most important thing is if you don't know where the economy is going, you can't be communicating a message that resonates with your target audience. And so how can you advise your CEO if you don't really even know where things are going? The problem is you become very insular in your communications as opposed to really resonating with your target audience. And so I think that that's why it's so important. And if you think about an economy like the United States, 70% of the economy is consumer spending. So even let's just say you're a manufacturing company, you're still manufacturing something that goes ultimately into the economy, into the consumers. And that's the whole point, is how do you actually reach that end user? Well, I think prime sources of disruption is sort of coming out with a different message. So I ended my talk talking about, walking by the store window at night when it's closed and then being able to go online immediately thereafter and buy what I saw in the window. And I said, I still haven't seen that yet. So there's an example of just saying, wow, I can actually meet a consumer's need right away and I can do it. And wouldn't it be even better if I could just click on the icon in the window and get it done? So it's thinking of things that just actually meet what I as the consumer want. Really important. The consumer is much more aware, even though they might not have money in the financial markets and the like, they're sort of aware of what's going on. It is used as a barometer. And that's why it's so important. Whether you have good news or bad news, it's how do you articulate it and keep it real for everybody and keep it very direct and something that they can understand. Spin doesn't work very well, and it actually, hurts the brand for longer than people think. So the more people can be direct about their good, their bad, their ugly, it is critical. Change is meant for them. And I think the same thing happens in the financial markets. And the more people have confidence that what people say is actually, what they mean, it will go a long way. We used to say on Wall Street, your word is your bond. And I could trade $1 billion on my word and just say you're done. The same thing needs to happen in the rest of business.